Hey everybody, Mr. Venegas here. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to review some different lines in lesson 1, which went over quarter notes and quarter rests. So as you guys can remember, the quarter note gets one full beat of sound. And as you can remember as well, the quarter rest actually gets one full beat of silence. So these both are worth one beat. It's just the ability of making sound versus silence is what we need to remember. Okay? So also, just to make sure that we're reviewing things, remember that when you are counting, you should be tapping your foot along with the metronome. So make sure that you have your metronome bookmarked and make sure that you have everything you need so that way you can practice keeping your steady beat and you can also practice counting the rudder way. So the line that I would like to try with you guys, let's take a look at line 6. So I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to skim through it real quick. So I see a measure of 4 quarter notes, okay? I see one measure, measure 2, with a quarter rest at the beginning, so make sure we don't say anything in there. Oh, look, and then in measure 3, you have 2 quarter rests, so you have to make sure that you're definitely tapping your foot to catch that. And then in the last measure, you guys can see there's 3. Okay, so make sure that you know you shouldn't count in those 3 beats. Okay, and that 4th beat is where we say it. So let's go ahead and let's try this. My metronome is on. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 4, freeze. Right. Let's try that again. Here we go. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 4, freeze. Now, before we try our last time, I do want to remind you guys, make sure that when you're counting your quarter notes, you should hear that pulse. You hear my voice going, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to hear that because that's telling me that you know that it is one full beat and you're also training yourself to feel that beat. Okay, so please make sure that you're trying to get that pulse on this 3rd try. Here we go. Last try. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 4, freeze. How'd you do? If there's ever a rhythm where you can't count, you can always go back into the video, watch that rhythm again, and practice counting it with me so that way you're more comfortable seeing that rhythm. Now, we counted line 6. Let's go ahead and let's count line 8. Oh boy, you can see line number 8 actually has some interesting rhythms. You can see that the quarter rest, before we had a lot of quarter notes, and the quarter rests started coming up at the end. Here, we have a lot of quarter rests. So if there's one thing that I need you to do, I would highly recommend you tap your foot so that way you know where the beat's at. So let me turn my metronome on. Count this one with me, okay, and follow along with my finger just to help you out. Here we go. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, freeze. Did that one get you a little bit? That's okay if it did, because these quarter rests, you have to make sure that you know where you are in the beat, and reading from left to right can be tricky because you can see that there's 4 in a row. It's very easy to get lost. So if I were you, make sure you practice looking a little bit ahead and make sure that you're tapping your foot so you know where the beat's at. Here we go. 2nd try. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, freeze. Hopefully you guys did better on that try. Now, this time we're going to go expert mode. I'm not going to go and I'm not going to point. I want to see if you guys are reading from left to right and you don't miss anything. Here we go, without me pointing. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, freeze. How did you do? Did you succeed at expert mode? Hopefully you did. If not, remember, go back and practice expert mode from reading left to right, looking 1 beat ahead so you know where the traps are and you know where you're supposed to say your counts, okay? Let's do one more. Let's finish everything off with line number 10. Let's take a look. Line number 10, oh boy, this one actually starts with a quarter rest. Now, it's still going to be count 1, but remember, it's going to be a small one, so you don't say anything for that one. You would start counting right here on beat 2. So there's that in that measure. That's a little trick, okay? That might get you. Look at measure 2 right here. Is that the same thing as measure 1? Yeah, it is. So if you can count measure 1, you can definitely count measure 2. Let's look at measure 3. Oh, look, now it actually switched places. So the quarter note's back on beat 1. There's a quarter rest on beat 2, a quarter rest on beat 3, and then beat 4 has another quarter note. Okay, if you look at the last measure, it's the same thing. So if you can count measure 3, you can definitely count measure 4. Here we go. We'll do this 3 times. Down, up, ready, go. 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, freeze. How did you do? Hopefully you guys did really well. Let's try it one more time, okay? Make sure I hear those pulses in there. Make sure that you can feel that full beat. Here we go. Down, up, ready, go. 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, freeze. Very cool. You ready for expert mode? I certainly hope you are. Here we go. Last time. No pointing this time. Here we go. Down, up, ready, go. 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, freeze. How'd you do on expert mode? Not too hard, not too hard. If it is challenging for you, that's okay. Go back in the video and watch and see what measure you messed up on and practice that measure a few times so that way you can understand where the problem is and you can fix it, okay? As always, everybody, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. This is Mr. Venegas signing off. Bye-bye. Down, up, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 4, freeze. How'd you do? Down, up, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, freeze. How did you do? Up, ready, go. 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, freeze.